Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, November 18th, 2024. And this is episode number 870 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello. Hi, how are you? The shit is crazy over here. It's raining like cats and dogs. I don't know if this show's gonna last. Y'all know how it goes when it rains around this bitch. I don't know if we're gonna make it, folks. We've seen some flickering already. It's Nervous Nelly over here. I don't know. I'm a little scared. I've seen some... I mean, hell, we lost power Thursday, right? For no reason. No damn good reason. So, hold on to your butts. We'll see what happens. But we're going to roll until we lose it. By God, roll until we lose it. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope everything was to your liking. Let me hold on here. Got that. V-Mix. Okay. Yeah, hope you're doing good. Hope things were all gravy wherever you were spending your weekend. Hope you got some good football watching in. Me, myself, not a lot. Honestly, didn't get a lot of football at all. In fact, do you know how much college football I watched? Take a guess. None! Let me stop you right there. 0 college football was watched in the Laminack household. I don't even know who played, who won, who lost. I have no idea. No clue. No idea. In fact, I'm going to have to look at the scoreboard because nothing. No clue what happened this weekend. So we'll talk about it. We can discuss it. Oh, look, the Aggies beat New Mexico State 38-3. They gave up a field goal in the fourth quarter. Well, there you go. Damn, Oregon barely beat Wisconsin. I mean, this Oregon season, I don't want to pat myself on the back. It's kind of shaping up exactly as I said it would. Even down to the fact where I said, I get it, Wisconsin isn't as easy of a game as I'm making it out to be. They barely won, 16-13. That's great. They needed 10 points in the fourth quarter to come from behind to win. It won't affect their standings as number one, but it made it close. Interesting. I'm looking at the scoreboard here. Hell, let's look at it together. Come on. Because I tell you, I missed everything. And if you're wondering why, I can't even tell you. Like, I don't even remember what the hell I was doing. What the hell was I doing Saturday that I wasn't able to watch? Let me go back and look at my calendar. What the shit was I doing Saturday that I wasn't able to? Oh, I know what I was doing. So Friday night I was in Beaumont. By the way, shout out to all my Beaumont peeps that came out and watched. And by all my Beaumont peeps, I mean Terrence. Sir, thank you for coming to my comedy show. Much appreciated. And everybody else can go have sex with yourself. Yeah, but Terrence came out, brought his pops, and we had a rocking good time. Terrence was, he even said that Matt Freeman, who no longer a Patreon member, no longer comes to the show, and that's okay. Everybody's got choices to make, and he made it. But Terrence had said that Alan's wife, Kathy, Alan Denson, rest in peace. Alan's wife, Kathy, wanted to come to the show, and Matt Freeman, who found the show via Alan Denson, that they wanted to come to the show. And then they ended up not coming to the show. But Terrence did come and brought his dad. And I'll tell you what, it was a very, very small crowd, a tiny crowd. The folks that put on the show did not do a good job marketing. It was also, we were up against two really tough things to be up against. We were up against the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. And that I realized was going to be really difficult to be up against from having a comedy, having any other event. Going up against that was, you had your work cut out for you. So I knew that was going to be tough. What the shit is this? And then also out in Beaumont, and I think really around the, state, honestly, it's high school football playoffs. And so those are on Friday night. And of course, in Beaumont, high school football is a big deal. So once again, you had, high school football playoffs. You had Tyson, Paul. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be tough. So yeah, no, I mean, the Popes really don't fuck with me anymore, Donna. It's weird how that happens. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'll continue to say it. And not that it's neither here nor there, but it's amazing what happens when you no longer have a platform like radio. The people that are in your life who swear swear by their friendship to you. Oh, I just love you to death. Oh God, they just couldn't be closer friends to you. And I'm not saying the Popes necessarily. I'm just speaking in general terms, but it's amazing how many people you suddenly look around. I feel sometimes like Will Smith in The Fresh Prince at the very end when he's in the house. And I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just saying in general, I did notice that a lot. Once the radio was gone, it was like, oh, all these people that were swore by, even, some people when this show started, till the wheels come off, Laminac. Then you look up and you're like, oh, did we lose the wheels? It's human nature. You know what I mean? It's human nature. I'm certainly not upset about it. I'm certainly not like, well, I'm going to quit now. It's not that. I find it ironic and expected. With some people, friendship and association is a matter of convenience and, what's the word I'm looking for? Not just convenience, benefit or association. I guess benefit by association. You know what I mean? It's like, it was a lot cooler to be able to say they knew Barry Laminac, the dude on ESPN radio, than to say they know Barry Laminac, just the stand-up comic dude and the dude that does a show on Twitch. If that makes sense. Some people still, fuck with me. You guys do. I love it. I still love entertaining you guys every day. Oh my God, Terrence. I can't even begin to, first of all, thank you for coming out and bringing pops. You guys are fucking wild. Wild people. And I'm going to tell you right now, there was maybe 15 people in the crowd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hey, there was 20 people there. We acted a damn fool for 20 people. We acted a damn fool. It got off to a weird start. Donna said, how was the Elegante? Well, though, I don't know. I didn't really go anywhere inside the hotel other than walked in, went to the bar, had a drink with Terrence and his pops, hung out with them for a minute. And then one of the MCs for the show. And then the show started. And then, of course, I had to drive back. So I bolted after the show. But, I mean, the hotel, I didn't stay there. So I don't know how nice it is. Everything else seemed nice. The show was weird. But it was, it was weirdly fun. I've never been a part of a comedy show that started off with a rapper. That was new. Interesting. Very strange. And your boy had to say something. And I did. And you see this right here. Yo, Heart Drop! Sir, thank you for the 40 bits, buddy. And by the way, Nasty Nate. Sir, thank you for resubscribing for 33 months. Also, thank you to Sensei Bullrock for the shout out to his 59 viewers 3 days ago. Much love to you, sir. Nasty Nate resubscribing. You are the man, sir, using your Prime sub. Much appreciated, buddy. No, it was not Vanilla Ice, Tony. Hardtop said, afternoon fam, about to head home in a torrential downpour. Just here to lurk and drive. Yes, please don't chat and drive. So I walk in. They tell me the show's about to start. And I'm like, okay. And they tell me, so this whole thing down in Beaumont it's a bunch of young comics trying to develop their comedy scene out there. And props to them. You know what I mean? This was their second show they've ever put on. And they asked me, I had worked with one of the main guys. His name is Miguel. I worked with him once at WO's or whatever out in Kuntz. And, he was funny. He was cool, but he had reached out and said, would you headline our show at the Elegante? I was like, yeah, no problem. Sure. If the money's right, of course. So the money was right. We agreed to do it. Went out there, but they had told me there was going to be music and I've been to shows where there was music before, and they'll usually have like a guy playing a guitar, or they'll just have a DJ that plays music. But I've never been to a show where it was just like a local rapper by himself. Just started rapping. And he did 2 songs. And when I walked in, I was like, what the fuck is that? It felt like a talent show. It felt like a high school talent show. And so in my mind, that's kind of the vibe I got. I was like, all right, I gotta have to talk about this when I get up there. And then the MC goes up, and the MC's name is Supa. And Supa is really nice guy. He was a rapper for years, I suppose. Supa's a white dude. But Supa is a white dude who grew up around black people, hung out with black people. All all his friends were black. Sound familiar? He dated, his girlfriend was black. His entire set was about dating a black chick at 13, and no, not SOUPA. Spoon's hungry, y'all. Spoon. No Supa for you. No, it was SUP. No, not FUPA, Cisco. Not FUPA. And I love you, buddy. He said we didn't lose the wheels. I'm still here. I love you. By the way, Cisco went to HEB last night. Bought some wine. Got me a bottle of Skeleton Key. So Supa does a great job starting the show off, 15 minutes, and he tells some great stories about coming up, being a white guy dating a black chick, and It was really good. I thought it was a good set, especially for a guy who's only been doing it a year. He brings up another dude. So we deal with a rapper whose name is Inertia. This rapper goes up, this white dude. Name's Inertia. I don't really know what he's saying. It felt like hey, T-Boys, New York. Appreciate the follow, my friend. So the white dude does a couple of rap songs. Inertia. He does a couple rap songs, and then Super does about 10 or 15 minutes, and then this comedian named Fred goes up, and Fred's pretty funny until his last joke, and then he just does a joke about ham, not like hard as a motherfucker, like I'm going ham. Like ham, like literally a joke about a ham sandwich, and he does like an accent, like a club and Monte Cristo, and it was bizarre, and that was his closer. And then Miguel goes up, the guy that booked me, who I had worked with before, and there is a trend here in the booking of this show. What do you mean? And then Miguel goes up and he does his thing, and then they bring me up, and man, I spent the first 15 minutes just roasting the shit out of the whole show. Oh, white dudes who like black culture. Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. So, but they don't really know that about me when they booked me. That was just coincidence. That was just happenstance. I don't really talk about it on stage. I don't really, I mean, I want to do more of that, but I don't really go into it on stage. I've written about it more, but it's not something that I do yet. I will eventually, but I don't really do it yet. But he, so I spent, you can ask Terrence, I probably spent the first, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes just roasting everybody that was on the show. I started off roasting the rapper, Inertia. And then I roasted Supa. And then I roasted the two comics. And it just, just boom. And then since there were so few people in the room, I just went around one by one and talk shit to them and kind of got to know everybody, and it was fun. And the funny thing was, what up, Chewy? The funny thing is Inertia, I forgot his name at one point, and I called him Ignition. And then I was like, I couldn't remember his name, so then I kept calling him a different name after that. I would refer to him, I was like, so I couldn't remember Inertia. So then I called him Ignition, and then I called him Interstellar, and then I called him I don't know. I just kept coming up with a different name that sounded like Inertia. And I must have did that shit 15 times. And the more I came up with that shit, it became a challenge for me to kind of come up with a new name every time. And every time I would do it, I would catch them off guard. And it was a lot of fun. And it just kind of goes to show you, man, sometimes at a show like that, 20 people in a room that holds, 100 easily. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I think everybody that was there had a ton of fun, and it was a good time. And for the first time in my life, it was really weird. This woman came up to me after the show. She was this black woman that was in the crowd, and she came up to me. She goes, "Can I pray for you?" And y'all know me. I'm not a very religious man. I'm not religious at all. I will say this, and this is I need to preface this story by saying this. Yeah, that independent woman was scary. Oh. Hey Amos said the day you bring out the story about your brother snapping on you and calling you a white devil to the stage, I gotta be there. So Nora and I have been watching. We've always been into shows about the afterlife. We used to watch John Edwards. I don't know if you know who that is, but he used to do a show called Crossing Over with John Edwards, and he's like a medium who used to claim that he could talk to people that have crossed over or passed away, and he would hold like, he was like a psychic medium, right? But he would hold readings. He would like do a thing, and people would be in the audience, and he'd be like, I'm getting our name, and somebody has a loved one that crosses over, da 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 da. And then, the Long Island medium, not New Jersey medium, you dumbass. Spoon said Barry loves the New Jersey medium. He fucked that up. It's the Long Island medium, dipshit. And yeah, Nora would watch that. I'd watch it with her. But there was all kinds of those, right? And we would also watch like Ghost Hunters. I wouldn't watch the one with those dudes. I don't know what it was called. They would all dress up in like, they would wear like Affliction shirts and Ed Hardy shirts, and they all had like faux honks, and they would all be like these tough dudes, and they'd be all like, you wanna pick on somebody? You wanna scare this family? Come do it to me, touch me. And then something would touch them. They'd be like, something fucking did, something touched me. It's like, well, you dipshit. You just asked it to touch you, and then when it touches you, you freak the fuck out. What is that? What kind of chicken shit ghost hunter are you? You can't stand in a room and be like, I'm here to talk to a ghost. If you're here, can you make a knocking sound? What the fuck was that? Ah! Bro, that's your fucking job. You asked the ghost to knock. The ghost knocks. Why are you freaking out, dumbass? You're supposed to be like, cool, thank you. So you can't be like, I want the ghost to touch me. I fucking hated them dudes, man. Hated them. And I had a guy, I won't say who, have a friend that was a crew member on one of their shoots, and he said most of the shit they did was fake. Just FYI. That one in particular, not all of them. New Jersey medium is XXXL everywhere else. So, yes, Paranormal State. Yep. So that's the one that I've been watching. That's the dude. Is that the one that, is that the one where they're like, it's dead time? Yeah, Paranormal State. That's the one that we've been watching. Oh shit. He's been arrested. Theft charges. He got arrested on theft charges in 2016. That's hilarious. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, we've been watching it. And it's, there's a lot of things that they do in here. They talk about, talking to ghosts and talking to people that have crossed over or passed away or whatever. And there's different kinds of things. If you watch this, there's different kinds of ghosts. There's different kinds of spirits, and there's different forms of people that have passed away, right? Like, there's different kinds of like levels to being a ghost, right? Like there's some like residual haunts where it's just a ghost that walks around. It doesn't know you exist. It's just a walking, right? You just hear the footsteps. And then there's like intelligent haunts where they know you're there. They know they're there, and they're fucking with you. It's stuff like that, right? And in a lot of these, I have noticed that John Edwards, who is a psychic medium who would claim that he could talk to people, loved ones that have passed away and crossed over. several psychic mediums, in fact, several mediums who claim to be able to talk to people that have passed away. And even this dude that does the paranormal state, he brings in like a Catholic priest because he deals with like not just entities, but he also deals with like demonic entities and possessions. And they've all talked about God, which I found to be very interesting, especially a guy who's not religious, but believes in an afterlife, believes in ghosts and being able to communicate with people that have passed away. I do believe that that is possible. So it got me kind of thinking the more that Nora and I were watching this paranormal state and this dude, and he would talk about praying and he would talk about his faith and religion and God, and but still talk about spirits and still talk about ghosts and still talk about hauntings and, you know, the different forms of afterlife and all of those things. John Dorier! Love you, buddy. Thank you for the 30 months, my friend. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. 30 months with a prime sub, buddy. You the man, my friend. So he would talk about, he would like, it kind of, I guess it shocked me to hear how he believed in both. Because I always felt like people that believed in ghosts and spirits and, you know, those type of hauntings and shit like that really weren't religious. But it has been, I guess, the opposite of that in my experiences and watching all of these things, is that it seems like most of the people that either do these sort of things or communicate with the other, it's the opposite. They actually are very religious. They actually do believe in God. They actually do pray. They actually do suggest that people go through this, have faith and believe. And so it got me, I was telling Nora this the other day when we were watching one. I was like, you know, I've always been kind of agnostic. I'm not atheist per se, but I'm agnostic. And if you don't know the difference, atheists just do not believe. An agnostic is somebody who is, show me, prove it, give me something to believe in and I'll believe, but I just need to see it, or I need something that kind of shows it to me, right? And I was telling Nora that, and I was like, you know, seeing all this kind of makes me wonder, should I change the way I think? Should I believe? Should I find my way to God and religion? Because these people whom I believe what they're doing, as far as, you know, ghost hunting and all these things, they believe. So if I believe in them doing that part, why would I not believe the other part that they also believe in? And she goes, yeah, that makes sense. Because Nora's religious. Nora believes in God. She prays. She's Catholic. And she doesn't force it upon me or anything like that. And we never have an issue in our household with it. She, you know, she doesn't judge or anything like that. And vice versa. I don't, it's just never been a problem. But I was like, you know, it makes me question, am I wrong? And should I believe? And, Tony said, you can find good within you without needing God, and you can do good. And that's always what I have felt. And I think I got turned off by religion, Tony, early because of seeing so much bad in it, right? I've seen the greed and the snake oil salesman, the Robert Tiltons of the world, right? The men who would take the last nickel from an old woman. So it was, you know, it's always been a struggle and it's always been something, but I've also just never felt like I needed, I don't know. There was a lot of things about religion that were a turnoff to me. And I never felt like I needed religion to be a good person, right? Like I never felt like I needed religion to make me be, treat people well so that I had a reason to go to heaven. I just believed in treating people well. And so, but you're right. You can find good. And it's the same thing. I've always felt like people, you don't necessarily have to go to church. You don't necessarily have to listen to another human being tell you what to believe. As long as you have your own faith and your own beliefs, as long as you believe and pray, it doesn't matter how you get to God, as long as you get to God, right? Like that's, if I were to believe, that would probably be a belief. And I've always felt like people that are religious, it doesn't matter how you get there. And that's just me. But I was telling Nora, I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should explore this. Maybe I should find my way there. I don't know. And it was not something that I belabored or anything like that. That was probably Monday or Tuesday of last week, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. So fast forward to Saturday. Friday night. After the show, this black woman who was in the crowd, she was kind of getting a little attitude with me. I was fucking with her, and she stood up, and I was like, sweetheart, you don't scare me. You might as well sit down. You don't intimidate me. You're not going to scare me. And, it was funny. We were going back and forth. And she was like, oh, okay. And so she stood down, and then she came up to me after the show, and she said, first of all, I just want to say, I think you're really funny. You're hilarious. I want to follow you from now on and keep up with your career because, I really liked what you did. She goes, you were able to roast literally everyone in this room. And she said, thank you for taking it easy on me. I felt like you could have really been a lot meaner, and you weren't. And so I appreciate that. She goes, in fact, I really like how you picked on everyone in the room. You roasted everybody in the room, but it wasn't mean. She was like, you did it in a way that included everybody, and we were all able to laugh at everybody, but it was never mean. And I was like, yeah, it's a fine line. I mean, it's a really fine line in doing it that I don't want to be just like, I don't know. I think Kill Tony crosses the line sometimes, shit like that. I want to have fun with it. And she was like, well, I think you did a great job. And I was like, oh, cool. And so we talked a little bit longer, and I was getting ready to leave. And she goes, can I pray for you? And I was like, and I've never had anybody in my life. I'm 50 years old. I've never had anybody say that to me. I've never had anybody offer that to me. And I was like, sure, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine, sure. I go, sure. Yeah. Okay. Because whatever. I mean, sometimes when I've similar situations, I will acquiesce, not for me, but for them. Because my thought process is, this makes them feel good, right? Like this makes them, it's really as much for them or more so for them than it is for me. And so I was like, yeah, you can pray for me, sure. And she goes, what would you like me to pray for you about? And I was like, I don't know. I don't really know. And she goes, well, we'll just let him guide me. And I was like, okay. So, we start, she holds my hands. And then she just starts praying. And she does a really nice prayer. And she's like, Lord, please watch over Barry and, continue allow him to continue this career that he is so good at and further his career and, allow him to be prosperous and safe and healthy and bless him and his family and all of these things. Tony, Lord, get this demon out this man. No, it was a very kind and sweet prayer. And she prayed for me. She prayed for my health. She prayed for my family. She prayed for my children, which was weird. And I was like, well, maybe the Lord is not watching. And maybe the Lord wasn't quite there in the room with us all the way. But she did this prayer, right? And it was a very sweet prayer. It was a very kind prayer. And when she was done, it was very sweet. It was a very kind gesture. And I don't know if she does that for everybody. I really don't know. And I didn't ask. But it was very sweet. And when she got done, I was like, you know what? Thank you. I gave her a hug. I was like, thank you so much. That was really sweet. And she said, don't thank me. She said, thank him. And I was like, yeah. And when she said thank him, it didn't register. And then she said, don't thank me, thank him. He knew you needed to hear that. He knew you needed a message. He's the one that knows you needed a sign. And I was like, and I'm trying not to be like, bitch, what the fuck? Because, I literally just had this conversation with Nora, like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday. And it's now Friday. She was like, he's the one that knew you needed this. You needed this sign. You needed this moment. And I was just like, that's fucking weird. That's crazy. That blew my mind in a lot of ways. It was like, you can't just dismiss that, you know what I mean? Especially as someone, you guys are such a dicks in the chat, I swear to God. As somebody who's agnostic, it was like, okay, I can just keep being stubborn and just keep saying, I'm waiting on proof. I'm waiting on a sign. And literally have an experience like that. You know what I mean? And then, oh my God, Joe Pro. Bro, I didn't even think about that. Yo, what up, Jared? Joe Pro said, and coming off last week's story about Nora talking to Papa Laminack in a dream. Looks like somebody's trying to get you. Whoa, Joe Pro, that blows my mind. I didn't even think about that. Oh my God. Joe Pro, that's crazy. But I did have to you're driving home. I kind of had this moment of reflection where I was like, it's kind of dumb that I'll watch a TV show, an edited show where some of it is to entertain. Some of it is to sell commercials and make money. Obviously. I'm not naive. And I'll still believe in that. But I'll have this one-on-one personal moment happen. And for me to not at least stop and take stock of that moment and assess what it really means to me would be foolish. So I've got some things to deal with. I've got some things to think about. I've got some things that I've got to come to terms with after that. It blew me away. It really did. I'm 50 years old, and I don't think I've ever had a moment like that when as it pertains to religion. You know what I mean? As it Skiggity. Brother man, you never have to worry about that. Skiggity, as long as we don't have to pray at the end of each show. That's gonna be my new merch. I'm selling prayer cloths like Robert Tilton. Skiggity, that's some funny shit, bro. Nah, fam. Yo, that's deep, bro. Oh, bro. What's up with the name, Wes? Come on, fam. You're tripping me the fuck out. Come on, fam. Why would you pop in chat right now? God, come on, bro. Of all the times to pop into the chat, Wes. Can't be popping in with that name, Wes. Come on, son. Come on, son. Barry coming to a church near you. Listen, I can find my way. Don't ask me to reveal myself to you. Look, I can find my way to religion. That don't mean I'm going to change. No. I'm not going to be, hey, I'm not going to be there. I did this bit on the radio once where it's going to be like, you like my long hair? Isn't it cool? You know who else was cool and had long hair? Jesus. You want to learn about him? I'm not going to be that dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be, I like wine. Do you like wine? You know who else turned water into wine? I'm not going to be that guy. No. I mean, for me, outside of telling you guys this story just because it was wild, it'll be a very personal thing. It'll be a very personal, you know, it won't be it won't be a public thing. I can't see it. I can't see it being something that takes over. You know, I can't see it being that. Maybe it does. I don't know, but that's a good point, John Dorier. John said signs aren't always a slap in the face. It's true. It's very true. Cisco said House is always trying to be a comics. Barry going to try to be a reverend. Bitch, I am. Heartthrob, you're now in charge of merchandise and marketing for the Church of Laminack. New shirt, Church of Laminack, come get some. That's fantastic, bro. Oh my God, that's so funny. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's so funny. West by God says, seriously though, if you ask God to reveal himself, he will. Yeah. You know, I don't think I ever did Barry's and Osteen and waiting. No. I'm still team fuck that dude. Nah. I'll always be team fuck that dude. Fuck Joel Osteen. No. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm happy to share, man. I've always been open about stuff that's happened to me like that. Always. One, I just think it's a fascinating thing that happened to me. And and I didn't tell you guys, but I actually did. You know, I told you all the story about Nora dreaming about my dad. And I also told you that many people believe that when you dream about someone that has passed away, that you're actually dreaming, or that's them visiting you. And so when when she told me that, it was a bit sad that he didn't visit me. And then she said, well, maybe you're not ready, or maybe he knows you wouldn't remember, or, we had those discussions. Yes, West, I'm aware. I've been to Black Church. West said my dad's a Pentecostal pastor. I've seen some wild shit. P.S. Black churches last a long time. Yeah. So do black funerals. Lot of dancing, lot of clapping, lot of up and down, lot of up and down, up and down. Yeah, my mom and I went to, when my foster brother passed away, he's black, and we went to his funeral. It was a black funeral, black church. And I remember at one point, I've told this story before, but I remember we're sitting there and side by side, and my mom looks at me and she goes, I'm exhausted. This workout. It was up and down, up and down. She was tired, bro. She's old. She was exhausted. Spoon said he grew up Pentecostal. He can co-sign. That's funny. Jared said if God reveals himself, Barry will be hands up, chins down. Oh, that's so funny. Yes, Dubs. Yes. Yes. Dubs said, what if I see my dead dog in a dream? Is that the same thing? Yes. And I am not joking. This guy, John Edwards, that I used to watch, he said that pets also cross over. That they sometimes go and they're with our loved ones on the other side. If you have a pet that you're really close with that means something to you, oftentimes those pets will be with our loved ones on the other side. So if you dream about a beloved animal that you had, that you love, that's passed away, that animal came to visit you. That's a special moment. And I didn't tell you all this, and we're going to get to some sports, I promise. Spoon said my fucking dog hasn't visited me and now I'm mad. I didn't tell you all this because it just happened, but how long ago was it? Gosh, it was not too long ago. It was last week, but I dreamed about my dad. Finally, my dad came to visit me after, which is weird after all of this stuff. And now that I think about it, to have that happen, and then the thing with the lady and the prayers, and then Joe Pro bringing that up, now it's triple weird. But the visit from my dad wasn't like the visit from Nora at all. It was very short, and all it was, he was drinking beer. And this is all that happened. It was like we didn't talk. It was just me watching him. And he was drinking a beer, and he kept choking on the foam of the beer. He would drink the beer, and then the foam would make him choke. And all he said was, he would choke, and I would say, what's wrong? And he would go, I'm choking on the knob. And I have no idea. It sounds gay as fuck, which there's nothing wrong with that. But that was what he would say. I'm choking on the knob. And I was like, what does that mean? And he was like, I'm choking on, and he would point to the foam. And I was like, is that what you call that? And then I like woke up because I would roll over. I'd go back to sleep. I'd have the same dream again. I'd see him. He was drinking a beer, lots of foam. He started choking. I'm like, you all right? And it wasn't like he was like dying. It was just like, I was like, you all right? He goes, I'm choking on the knob. I woke up. I'd be like 2 or 3 times. It was weird as shit. But he was there. I have no idea what the fuck that means. But he visited, so there's that. I don't know. It's fucking whatever. All right, so we got a lot to get to. That was a weird thing. That's not even like what I wanted to open with, honestly. I wanted to tell you guys about something that happened to me where I couldn't believe that a business is actually an honest business. And then we're going to get into our headlines. Let me make sure my graphics are good. Yes. Oh, they don't even. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Those don't even work? Oh, that's. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that? Okay. Well, we don't need that. Yeah, Donna, that's what he kept calling the head. The knob. I don't know. Isn't there something about a red bird visiting you? Yes, a cardinal. Yep. That's what they say. A cardinal visiting you is a loved one who passed away. I just got to say this. Shout out to AutoZone. You guys are the real MVPs. I woke up. Hey, what up, Shock? Shockatopolis. I woke up yesterday. I was going to run up to Ace because the towel hanger in my bathroom came off the wall and needed some sheetrock mud to patch the hole and rehang it. Went out to start my car. Battery's dead. Shit. Took the battery out. It's 2 years old. It's a 3-year warranty on it because I got the Duralast Gold or whatever. Threw it in the back of Nora's car, drove up to AutoZone, expecting to get the runaround, expecting to get hassled. Oddly enough, I had the receipt in my glove box. I don't know why. I had all kind of junk in there. I mean, I had like old oil change receipts. I had old other bullshit receipts. I don't know why I had this receipt, but I had the receipt from my battery. Couldn't believe it. I drive up to AutoZone. I walk in. There's this dude behind the counter. He's eating. He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, good player. You got to eat. And he goes, set it on up here. And I set it up there. And he goes, what's wrong? And I was like, well, went to start my car this morning to head up to the hardware store and battery's dead. He goes, all right. He goes, is it in the system? I was like, I actually have the receipt, but yeah, it should be in the system. He goes, what's the phone number? And I gave it to him. And he goes, oh, yep, right here. He goes, I'll be right back. He walks to the back. He walks up front, sets a new battery down on the counter, and goes, anything else? That's it? He's like, that's it? Man, I snatched that some bitch up and I walked the fuck out. I was like, bitch. I'm like, in my mind, I wanted to say, and I was like, I'm not going to be stupid. But I was like, you're not even going to test it? You're just going to take my word for it? You're just going to believe me? I was like, what? This is crazy. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That was wild. That was wild. Yes, Cisco, because Cisco said you'll give AutoZone your phone number, but not Solutions Pest and Lawn. Yes. 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 Because I want the warranty on my battery. Ain't no warranty on fucking lawn care stuff. Joe Pro said, so you just find the guy in a hurry to finish his lunch. He just wants you to go away. Yes, I did. Titan Hugo. Titan Hugo said, did you get a new receipt with a new serial number? Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir, I did. I was just like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I just walked out. That was it. I mean, I got a new, like they give you an old one and then a new one and then like a receipt that's like that tall. It's not like a long one. It was just the swap. So what I'm guessing is that when that 3 years is up, that's it though. You don't get a new 3 years that starts over. You know what I mean? I'll take it. Shit. Because if you get another 2 years out of it, that's a 4-year deal. I'll take that. I'll take that. So shout out to AutoZone. That was amazing. And I think that was the same battery that the chick installed for me. Yes, that was very yes, that was very emasculating. Oh, you do? It starts over? It starts over, John Dorier? Really? So it's a 3 years? Well, I'll be damned. Radio Shack still hasn't called me. So it just starts over from the get-go? Well, some of them a bitch. I better not throw that thing away. I almost did. But they also have it in the system, so there's that. All right, let's get to some sports, y'all. Here we go. Come on. Come on!
Total Dallas.
Total Dallas just got timed the fuck out. Wow, just because he just shows up and he gets timed out. You're so mean, Spoon. You're so damn mean. For what? Why? Just for no reason. Just for no damn reason. You're just mean. Well, Spoon time total Dallas out for no goddamn reason. Was that preemptively for tonight? Because he's about to talk a lot of trash about the Cowboys Monday Night Football game. I get it. That was preemptive. I get it. Cisco says, Spoon, you're going to dream of total Dallas now. Oh, Jared, that's so true. Jared says this is going to be broke next time you walk in with no receipt. Damn. Joe Pro said, that's better. Now our week has officially begun. All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. Daniel Jones has been demoted to third string quarterback. Yeah. Giants are turning to Danny DeVito. Wait, no, that's not right. Giants are turning to Tommy DeVito. Say it ain't so. The Giants are turning to Tommy DeVito as their new starting quarterback. It won't last that long. But this is what they're saying is that you go to the depth chart and you look, and sure as shit, Drew Lock is the second string quarterback for the New York Football Giants. Daniel Jones is third. So it's Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones' record, I think they said as a starter, was something like 22 and 40 something as a starter. All the money that he made. I mean, he had one good year, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull up this dude's stats. Let me see here. Daniel Jones stats. He's been with the Giants since 2019. And ugh. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. Well, let's just go here. Let's just pull up the Giants. Oops. Oh, you know what? I'll just do this. I'll just do Football Reference. New York Giants. Where is Foosball Reference at? Damn, it's buried way at the bottom. Yeah, we'll just go Wikipedia. It's right here. It's right here. Easy peasy. All right. Here we go. So the Giants since 2019. Where's their records at? Oh my gosh, we don't need all this. I just want the records. Okie dokie. Nope. Okay, where's the records? Players. NFC Championships. God, can they make this? Here I am thinking it's going to be easy to find on Wikipedia. And, of course, it's absolutely not. Yeah, that's a good point. He's had more moments than good games. That's not a bad point. Where the heck is their record, for fuck's sake? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Can you just not show me their fucking record? Playoff appearances, they had one in 2022. Well, that tells you right there something. My God. Let me see. What the fuck? Yeah, that's on the list, Spoon. Oh my God. Let's see. Giants record by year. NFL. For fuck's sake. This is what I was looking for. Here we go. God damn. Here we go. 2019, they were 4-12. 2020, they were 6-10. 2021, 4-13. 2022, they were 9-7, 6-11, and now they're 2-8. They've had one winning season with Daniel Jones as quarterback. It's not been good. Yeah, it's not been good. So, and what's crazy is all the money that this dude got. All the money. In fact, he has, let's see, how much does he have left? Ooh. Woo. They've got a potential out in 2025. Here we go. Says potential out 2025, 2-year, $82 million, $22 million dead cap. Well, they're definitely going to take advantage of that. They're definitely going to have to. So they'll just take the dead cap, they'll cut him, and they'll cut their losses. And then it's on from there. So I think what you can expect from this team, and let's see, where do they stand right now? Giants are 2-8. Jacksonville's 2-9. So they're, oh gosh, they got some competition for the number one pick. Jets, Patriots, Browns, Titans, Raiders, Jags, Cowboys, Panthers, and Giants. And of those, who all needs quarterbacks? Well, the Jets are going to need a quarterback. Yeah. Well, no. They have, who do they have backing up Aaron? That's going to, no, they do. That's right. I thought they had drafted a kid. So the Jets, the Patriots don't. The Browns do. The Titans do. The Raiders do. Jags do. Well, the Giants do. The Panthers do. Cowboys do. I mean, everybody pretty much does. That's why you're down there. It's kind of crazy. So they're not even guaranteed a really good pick to go and get, the number one pick or get a high pick to get a quarterback. Gonna have to keep sucking. But they're gonna have competition doing that. That is for sure. Even in their own division with the Cowboys. The Cowboys are gonna give them a run for their money. That's for sure. Especially with no Dak for the rest of the season. So Daniel Jones now a third string quarterback for the New York Giants behind DeVito and Drew Lock. Crazy times. Good news if you're an Inside the NBA fan. Really good news if you're a fan of that program, which I am. It's not just one of the best basketball pre- and post-game shows. It's one of the best, if not the best, pre- and post-game shows, period. Yeah, Titan Hugo. Trevor Lawrence just got paid not too long ago as well. That is correct, sir. Ernie, Charles, Shaq, Kenny Smith, they'll all be on ESPN and ABC starting in 2025, 2026. That was through, according to this article on ESPN, that's via a partnership with TNT Sports and the NBA. Except when the show goes on the road, TNT Sports will continue to independently produce Inside the NBA from Atlanta over the term of the agreement. Johnson, Barkley, Smith, and O'Neal will remain with the show. The show was show's won 21 Emmys. will appear on ESPN, ABC surrounding high-profile live events, including ESPN's pregame, halftime, postgame. So it's kind of, I mean, look, it needs to be part of the NBA. I'm kind of surprised, in fact, and I think the NBA, I don't know. I watched the NBA, I guess it was the NBA Network, or was it Fox? I want to say, let me look it up. I think it was the NBA Network pregame show. It has Isaiah Thomas on it. And it was atrocious. It's Sam Mitchell. Yeah. I think let's see. Isaiah Thomas. NBA, let's see. Isaiah, what is the show? What's it called? Behind the Mic, NBA TV adds Isaiah Thomas to pregame. Here we go. Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. Well, that's an old article. I don't know who it is with him. There's some awkward. It's really awkward. It's really bad. But I'm 99% sure it was NBA TV. I could be wrong on that. He's on NBA TV? Okay. NBA.net has Zeke. Fox doesn't have NBA. Okay. Yeah, then it's NBA.tv. It was awful. And I'm shocked that NBA TV wouldn't snatch that show up. Shocked. I think that maybe they should just let that contract run out with TNT and just hire those guys and just be like, you are the NBA. You are the NBA's pre and post game. And what they should do, my opinion, is say, look, it is our product, okay? So we will handle pre and post games for all of our products that you guys buy. In other words, when it's not local, okay? So not when you're watching Space City Sports Network and it's the Rockets and it's local, it's, Calvin and Craig Eschenfeld or Craig Eschenfeld or whoever. I'm talking national, when it's ESPN NBA, when it's ABC, when it's TNT or whatever, whoever's got it. I think it's moving to, who else is it? Where else is it moving to? It was supposed to move to Netflix or some shit, wasn't it? Amazon, I guess. I don't know. Wherever it moves to, right? On those types of broadcasts, I think the NBA should just say, we will supply you with pre and post game, and it will be Ernie, Charles, Kenny, and Shaq. That just makes the most sense. It's the best product. And then none of those studios have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about it. Now, granted, they make money off of those shows as well, and I get that. So split some of that revenue with them. They can still use that, and they just would pay the NBA some money or something. But they're going to have to, because they would have to pay for that talent anyways and pay all those fees anyways. That would just make the most sense. And just, you would get those guys for all of those broadcasts. That's what the people want. The people don't want Zeke and all that other weird shit. Yeah, one less job for Stephen A. with that show coming over. Thank God. ESPN will wedge him in there and ruin it. No doubt. Well, he will wedge himself in there. Don't get it twisted, Chris, from Sam Houston. He will wedge himself in there. Stephen A's ego will not allow him to not be the star of something on that network that comes over. He tried to wedge himself into boxing, MMA, like everything. because he claims he knows all that shit. He'll try to wedge himself in there. It's not good. He's not good at that shit. He needs to just, stick with just screaming at people. I don't have photos for this, but Ichiro Suzuki, CC Sabathia, and there's 14 other newcomers on the Hall of Fame ballot for Major League Baseball. Let me close these windows. Oh, shit. What did I do? To the windows, to the walls. Oh, there we go. Ah, yes. I see you know your judo well. Felix Hernandez. Here, let me put the full list over here. Or, well, is there a visual? Let me see here. MLB Hall of Fame. Nope, that's 2022. Not gonna get it. Here we go. Open image and new tab. Oh, there we go. That makes it easy to look at. There we go. Debuting on the Baseball Writers Association of America ballot. Carlos Gonzalez, Curtis Granderson, Felix Hernandez, Adam Jones, Ian Kinsler, Russell Martin, Brian McCann, Dustin Pedroia, Hanley Ramirez, Fernando Rodney. Remember him? Had always cocked to the side. Closer for the Tigers. CC Sabathia, Ichiro Suzuki, Troy Tulowitzki, and Ben Zobrist. These are all of the new ring-a-dingies. Oh, this is interesting. Career wars for each of those cats. Oh, interesting. CC Sabathia has the highest career WAR. I would have not guessed that. I certainly would have guessed Ichiro, but he actually has a higher career WAR, wins above replacement, of anyone on this list at 62. Ichiro has a 60. Ian Kinsler is third, which I would not have guessed. I would have guessed Dustin Pedroia as third on this list. Kinsler is third with 54.1. Pedroia is fourth with 51.9. Troy Tulowitzki is fifth at 44.5. Adam Jones way down at 32.6. Brian McCann at 32. Carlos Gonzalez, 24.4. Yep. Felix Hernandez. What is his career? Let's see. Felix Hernandez career WAR. 49.7. Okay. So that would fall between Pedroia and Tulowitzki. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, Chris said Ichiro in, everyone else can wait. Yeah, Ichiro's the only first ballot up for sure on this list. I think Felix Hernandez will get in. On this list, CC Sabathia will get in. I'd like to see where these guys rank amongst all time in wins amongst pitchers. That would be kind of interesting. Let me see here. But I mean, like, as far as like players, and these are just the new guys I'm talking about. Let's see. Here we go. Leaders. I want all time, bitch. All time of the world, Craig. Oh, there we go. Wins. Career. Cy Young. 511. Yeah. Cy Young with 511. Walter Johnson with 417. Grover Alexander, Christy Mathewson with 373. Pud Galvin. Warren Spahn. Greg Maddux is 8th on the list with 355. That's so, man, Roger Clemens was one win behind Greg Maddux, 354. How do you not just keep going? Tim Keefe. I have no idea who that cat is. Steve Carlton. Nolan Ryan at 324. Old Haas Radburn, 310. Got it. Justin Verlander currently 41 on the list. Active. He's a leader in active leader in wins with 262. That just shows you how far away he is versus everybody else. It's not even close. That's crazy. Look at that. I mean, here's your wins all time. Cy Young, Walter Johnson. Blow this up a little bit here. Look at that. Cy Young, Walter Johnson. Uh-oh. What the heck did I do there? There we go. Yeah, there's Greg Maddux and Roger Clemens and Tim Keefe, Steve Carlton, and Nolan Ryan. Oh, there's Tom Glavine, Randy Johnson. You got to come. Oh, there's Tommy John all the way down to 41. Justin Verlander at 262 wins. Behind Justin, oh, there's Bartolo Colon. Behind Justin, active wins behind Justin Verlander. Good Lord. Max Scherzer, 216. That's crazy. That's crazy. Kurt Schilling had 216. So the question becomes, let me see if I can find them on this list. I'm going to have to move this out here. Where, pray tell, is CC Sabathia on this list? Sabathia has 251. Okay. That's tied with Bob Gibson and Al Spalding. Interesting. Felix Hernandez has 169. Ain't gonna happen, Captain. Nope. Ain't gonna happen, Captain. But the Felix Hernandez, the CC Sabathia one, that's going to be interesting. I think he's in, though. I just don't think it will be first ballot. Too low before Zobrist. Yeah. Yeah. Tulowitzki for sure. Hernandez, Jones, McCann, Sabathia, Ichiro, Zobrist. There's no way Pac-Man is getting in the Baseball Hall of Fame. East Coast media will get Pedroia in eventually. Here's Sabathia. If you look, basically everybody with 250 wins is pretty much in, right? You can see there's Spalding and Gibson, both 251. Jack Morris, Red Faber. The only one that's not is Andy Pettitte, and remember the reason. Steroids. Jim McCormick's not. I don't know why. But pretty much everybody else above that is, Tony Mullane? He's not. Tommy John isn't. That's weird. Bobby Matthews isn't. Okay, well, I stand corrected. There's a few that aren't in. Roger Clemens isn't. We know why. I mean, look at that. Roger Clemens is 9th all-time in wins, and he's not in the Hall of Fame. That tells you something. But no one's ever going to accuse CC Sabathia of using steroids. I mean, for God's sakes, Jim Rome nicknamed him Cookie. That's what, because he was so fat. So, there you go. He'll be in, though. He'll definitely get in. All right, last thing on this list, and then we're going to get into some college foosball. Astros Stadium is going to be renamed. It's going to get its new name January 1. It's going to become Dakin Park. What in the fuck is a Dakin? What's a Belk? Shout out to Shock. I don't even know what a Dakin is. I have no idea. Let's see what this article says. Dakin is under an agreement that will last through 2039. The team announced Monday. It's an HVAC manufacturer. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stadium opened as Enron in 2000 as part of a $30-year, $100 million agreement. With name was removed in March of 2002 following Enron Corp's bankruptcy. It was renamed Minute Maid Park in June as part of a deal with Minute Maid. Then Astros owner Drayton McClain said at the time that the agreement was for 28 years and for more than $100 million. The new deal is with Dakin Comfort Technologies North America, a subsidiary of Dakin Industries, which is based in Japan and is a leading air conditioning company. Minute Maid will remain an Astros partner through 2029, the team said. It's still the juice box. Must suck to pay millions and still not get recognized. Dakin is an air conditioner from Temu. Is it? Tony said, Mama called it Minute Maid. I'ma call it Minute Maid. Jared said Dakin bought Goodman 5 years ago. Goodman Dakin is manufacturer in Waller. Mina. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Mina said, it better not ever be hot in there again. Ain't that the fucking truth? Justin, you're so right, though, man. It's still going to be the juice box. Yeah, I don't give a shit how much you pay. You pay millions and millions. It's still going to be the juice box. It's going to always be the juice box. I mean, it's just... And why would you get something? That's just weird, man. I don't know. That's weird. They're going to have to come up with a new nickname, I guess. They're never going to play with their roof open ever again. Right? Oh, that's true, Spoon. The ice box. Uh-huh. Yeah. I can see it being the ice box. Huh. Nothing stops a train. Get it, Titan Hugo? Oh, that's a different manufacturer, though. Shit. What will the train carry now? Freon? Yeah, that's funny. It won't be a train now. It'll just be like a big fan. Amos said, has the soccer stadium had 3 nicknames since it's been open? I don't know. Good question. I'm not really sure. That's interesting what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do? They're just going to put baseballs in place of the pumpkin/oranges. They're just going to put baseballs. So, ain't going to be nothing in the train. Also, fuck that dude in the train. Fuck him. I still don't like that dude. Fuck him. Oh, lame ass dude. Joe Bro said, dude in the train's gonna get a lame ass Mr. Freeze costume. Oh, please make him race people. Please make his fat ass run. Oh, God, yes. Please, Joe Bro, you're a genius. Y'all, put that fat man in one of them tight ass Mr. Freeze costumes so we can see his little ding dong. And then make his fat ass run the outfield. Oh, that I'm here for. I will go to home games for this. I will buy tickets. I want to see his big ass run the outfield. Fuck him and that little train. Pew, pew. I'm gonna give a fuck about you, buddy. Sit down. Sit the fuck down. You don't even conduct that sumbitch. Somebody else is probably moving it back and forth. Sit the fuck down. It's ridiculous. No one gives a fuck about you. We're all there for orbit, if anything. We're there for orbit, okay? Sit your ass down, train track Willie. No one gives a fuck. I don't even know his name. What's his name? What is it? Tommy the Train, or I don't know what the fuck. Choo Choo Charlie? I have no idea. I swear I don't know his name. I don't know what is it. I really don't even tell me because I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know his name. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your name is. Ugh. But there you go, Dakin Park. I said don't fucking tell me, Dubs. What a stupid fucking name. Oh, God. And everyone's like, why do you hate that man? Fuck that dude. Toot toot Tony. Yeah. Suppose I remember that buried the Lord ain't happy. No, I don't give a shit. Fuck him. All right. Fuck old Robert Firecracker. Okay, listen. Fuck Robert Firecracker. That dude, he big leagued us. He big leagued me and Shock on game day once. And then he did it to me and Joel. Fuck him. He can suck all the dicks. He can suck a choo-choo train full of dildos. Okay? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, fuck that dude. Fuck him. Fucking goober. He really thought he was like, I was like, bro, who? Like, fuck you. Like, please. Probably doing you a favor putting you on air, pimp. Shit, you should have taken us up on it. Oh, goober ass. Cisco, the train conductor, Robert Firecracker versus Boom Boom in a camel race. Yeah. That poor camel. That fucking poor camel will collapse. The camel be like, come on, bro. I can't carry 2 humps in a lump. Shit. All right, that was aggressive. Lord, I apologize. I don't apologize. Don't big league me, motherfucker. Don't big league me. That's all I'm saying. You can turn me down. Just don't big league me. You can say, oh man, I can't. I'm bit. Which, and look, here's the thing. To this day, and all through the heyday of the Suspects, when we were in our prime, I never turned anybody down to do their podcast. Never. We had a #1 sports talk show in this fucking city. Will you do my podcast, Barry? Absolutely, bro. What's up? Let's do it. I never big leagued anybody. I always had time for anybody to ask me to do their shit. Always. And that's why I get so mad when some fat motherfucker that rides a train in his off time thinks he's too good to come on a show. Fuck you, bro. You ain't shit. That's why I get mad. Because it's like, bro. You ain't all that. Like, stop huffing your own farts. Just come do the show. This is ridiculous. Okay, if you guys are going to start quoting Bible verses and shit up in this chat, I'm going to have to ban the chat. I'm going to have to fucking, next Bible verse gets banned. Yo, what up, One Deep? One Deep said, who needs a choo-choo when you have a hype train? That's some funny shit. Spoon, thank you for the 300 bits. I swear to God, don't be posting no fucking Bible verses up in here, bro. You're going to get this chat electrocuted. Joe Bro, thank you for the 303 bits, man. Y'all are just trying to get a fucking train up in here. Just get me even more angry. Let's talk some college foosball, okay? Let's talk some college foosball because I really don't know. I mean, we're about to look at these scores. I'm about to see all the scores for the first time with you. I mean, I'm sure you know what happened. I really have no idea what happened this weekend. I really don't. I have no idea what happened this weekend. I couldn't tell you. I really don't have a clue. Now, I mean, Oregon won. We talked about that early. Ohio State beat Northwestern. So there's that. Let me see here. Let me zoom in just a skosh. I actually could do more than that. There we go. That looks good. Texas beat Arkansas 2010. Good. Excuse me. Number 4, Penn State beat Purdue 49-10. Oopsie. BYU. They were number 12 now, remember? In your latest bracketed. Right here. BYU was number 3. They were your one of your conference champs. They were sitting at 3rd. They weren't number 3 in the poll per se, but they were the 3rd highest conference champ. They still might be, because Boise State is Boise State. But that's not a good outcome for BYU to lose to Kansas. Georgia rolled Tennessee. God bless. Boy, that's a major league ass whooping right there. I didn't even see that. That's interesting. Was it as bad? Anybody watch that game? Was it as bad as the score indicates? Notre Dame keeps rolling. 35-14. Alabama. 52-7. They beat Mercer. That's nothing. Boise State wins. So they're still in it. They beat San Jose State 42-21. SMU won. Beat Boston College. Remember when Boston College used to be good at football? You remember that? You remember when Boston College used to be the shit? Oh, Chris! You son of a gun! I hate you so much. I love you so much, but I hate you so much. God damn it, Chris. God damn it, Chris. Chris, thank you for the 369. I like you. God damn it, Chris. Chris done started a fucking hype train. Son of a bitch. Fucking just call me goddamn Robert. Fucking Robert. No, Chris from Sam Houston. Call me Robert Firecracker. Fucking woo-hoo. Billy O was there. Of course they shook. Shut up, spoon. Dirty whore. Thank you, Joe Pro, for the 303 bits. Fucking goddamn shit. Ugh. God. Good. Oh my God. I don't think I'll ever get over my disdain for that dude, if I'm being honest. There's like, anytime somebody ever big leagued me when I did the radio, I don't think my disdain for that person ever would go away. I really don't. I think that was like the ultimate slap in the face. That more than anything, because it's just so disrespectful. Yeah, I don't know. That's like, where are your overalls? Dubs, I swear to God, Dubs, I will slap the shit out of you. I don't own any overalls anymore. I don't. I used to have overalls. Like, fashion overalls, not just like, my pawpaw walking around working on his car and lawnmower overalls. Like, because he used them functionally types of overalls. Bro, the Laminac Express Petty train has no stops. One way, all the way. Yep. Doop, doop. Next stop, Petty Town. That's right. The Petty Express. It's the real thing. Yes, fashion overalls, skiggity. You don't know nothing about that, pimp. Yup, one shoulder off. Yeah, what you know about them cross colors overalls? Huh? Not a goddamn thing. That's what. Not a goddamn thing. These youngsters today, I tell you what. Can't tell them nothing. This goddamn conductor's hat off of me. Felt icky as shit. But thank y'all for the hype train. Sons of bitches. Damn, that son of a bitch tight. Got a big ass head. Look at that line. Man, that reminds me though. We do have to do a shot. Ugh. God, that's so gross. That's so gross. I do have to do a shot though. Hold on. I'll just do one out of the bottle. I'll just do one out the bottle. Cracking open a new bottle of Fireball, baby. Yeah, I gotta find. Let's see. Cross colors overalls. Oh shit! Damn, they still make them hoes. Damn, they're $280 on eBay. Son of a bitch. That's not the ones I had though. That's not the ones I had. No, man. I had the blue jeans. There we go. That's the ones I had right there. Right there. Yeah, buddy. That'd be them. Damn. Them hoes is expensive. Oh my God, that's crazy. Let's see. Hold on. All right. We don't need all that. We don't need all that. This is what they used to look like. Skiggity. With your dumb ass. That's fashion overalls. That's fashion overalls. Yes, John Dorier, you missed it. Dakin. It's an AC. It's an AC thing. I miss him too, Joe Pro. I miss him so much, man. I really do. This is what, these are the ones I had. Look at that, 6,000. That's got to be something different. Yeah, these were the kind of, these are some other ones that they had though, like the red, black, and green. $280. Crazy. Yeah, but I had those cross-color ones. I had Guess too. Amos said I had Guess overalls. I was over them by the time cross colors came out. Yeah, I had both. I had Guess overalls. I had cross colors. I had all that shit. Yeah. Nonetheless. And you know what? Now I think would be a good time. Just because Joe Pro brought it up. I think it would be a good time. Yeah, let's do it. What the fuck? Motherfucker. There we go. There we go. Hang tight, guys. Uno momento por favor. This one we got to redo here. All right, here we go. We got a birthday, everybody. Got to do it, man. Had to do it. Joe Bro brought it up. There was no way I was not going to do this birthday. No way was it not going to do this birthday. I miss him dearly. He was a big part of this community. He was, as Joe Pro said, at day one, he loved the show. He loved the community. He loved everything about being a deckhead, being a part of the deckheads, being a part of the chat, hanging out with you guys, messing with you guys, messing with me. D-Mata was just a cool dude. D-Mata was a great dude. He was generous. He was kind, funny. D-Mata goes all the way back to Houston Game Day. All the way back. A few of you do. Yeah, D-Mata was one of them, man. D-Mata was a real one. And, yeah, he's missed a lot. So, happy heavenly birthday, D-Mata. I know he would be mad that I'm only going to do one shot from this bottle. He would be pissed and telling me to do 6 more. But, tough shit. But, wherever you are, D-Mata, miss you. Love you, buddy. Happy birthday, homie. That was so funny. He would keep track. Barry, you owe us 17 shots. You owe us 17 shots, 4 shows, 36 hours. You were late 9 times. He was so great, man. I miss Alan Denson too, man. I miss logging in and seeing Alan Denson in the chat talking to himself. So today, when I logged in and saw Spoon talking to himself, it brought a tear to my eye. It really did. I logged in and saw Spoon in the chat talking to himself and got a little teary-eyed. I was like, man, I love Spoon. And that just made me love him even more. I was like, well, would you look at that? Spoon's in here doing his best Alan Denson impression. I'll be damned. So, happy birthday, D-Mata. I love you, buddy. Hope you're hanging in there. Say hi to Alan for us. Say hi to Pops for me. Say hi to Spoon's dog for him, would you? For fuck's sake. Ain't that the truth, Total Dallas? D-Mata and Allen up there. This candy ass only did 1 shot. What a bitch. No doubt. Fucking no doubt. All right. Spoon said, please. Damn. All right. A little more college foosball action. Back into this. So SMU won. They beat Boston College 38-28. Kansas State lost. Yikes. Yikes. You know, Spoon's on that stuff. He's going to talk to himself sometime. That's true. Yeah, Kansas State lost 24-14. That's crazy. Colorado won. Don't look now. Colorado won 49-24. So, wow. So, if I'm right, we got to go look at the Big 12 standings, but whoo-wee. Washington State lost to New Mexico. Man, you know what? Well, let's just keep rolling real quick here. Washington State lost to New Mexico. Louisville lost to Stanford. Clemson beat Pittsburgh. Okay. Oh, shit. Clemson beat Pittsburgh 24-20. South Carolina beat Missouri 34-30. And, goddamn, Florida. How does LSU lose to Florida? I did see, though, popping up on my timeline. Yeah, BYU and Colorado are 1-2. Yeah. I did see on my timeline, there's some controversy going on at LSU. That, and I don't know if it was true or if it was fake, but they were like, the AD at LSU reached out to Ed Orgeron to figure out how to get rid of Brian Kelly. And I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was fake because it just sounds hilarious. I'm sure it is. But if it's not, it's even funnier. I'm like 99% sure it's fake, though. There's no way that's going down. But it just shows you how fucked up shit is over at LSU right now, that those kinds of memes are coming out. And then Tulane beat Navy. Remember when Navy was the talk of the town? Remember when Navy was the real ringy-dingy? Everyone was like, man, Army and Navy. Navy got blanked 35-0. Damn. That's not good. I'm no expert, but losing 35-0. Again, I'm no expert, but I think that's pretty bad. I don't think that's a good thing. Now, I could be wrong, but I think that's a bad thing. Pretty sure. So let's pull up the standings. Wanted to look at a couple things here. Army over in the American Athletic Conference, still undefeated. Now, so is Tulane, though. And somebody had asked, told Dallas, yeah, LSU 80. I couldn't understand what Coach O said. We're just going to stick with Brian Kelly. Tulane alums got money, and now they're allowed to legally buy players. Watch out. Does Tulane make a lot? Is that like how do they have money? I don't understand. Why do Tulane alums have money, Joe Bro? Why is that a thing? Yeah, what do you mean you don't see who there? Brian Kelly there at LSU next season, or the Tulane QB? Because you said Tulane has a QB, and then you said I don't see him there next season. Who you talking about? Let's see. So, Army and Tulane at the top of the AAC. ACC, you got SMU and Clemson, Miami. There's the AAC. Big 12 is BYU and Colorado. It's going to be interesting. Now, is there let's see. Is there a Big 12 title game? I cannot remember. Yeah, Big 12 championship. Okay, so there is. Does every conference, because remember now for a while there wasn't a Big 12 or a championship game, right? It was just whoever had the most wins was it. But there is now. And so have all the conferences gone back to that? I hope. I can't recall. But the Big 12 has. So that'll be December 7th. Yes, December 7th, AT&T Stadium, the Big 12 Conference Championship. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. This conference used to be one of the preeminent conferences. But now we're talking BYU and Colorado playing. Granted, they're 14 and 16, but I don't think people really care about these schools. I mean, I certainly don't. Look at the rest of these schools in this conference, man. Oklahoma State. How sway? Oklahoma State is 3-7. They are 0-7 in Big 12 play. Mike Gundy he's lost it. He's lost it. How is it this bad? And it's gotten easier in the Big 12. Texas and OU left, and it has gotten easier in the Big 12. You can't tell me that it's harder to play in the Big 12 without Texas and OU. Yet somehow Oak State is worse? That makes no sense. Like, no sense. Hardtop said, can we not talk about Oak State? Bro, what is happening? Like, what is that about? I mean, teams with a winning record in the Big 12, West Virginia, Texas Tech, TCU, Kansas State, Baylor, Iowa State, Arizona State, Colorado, BYU. What? Gundy cut the mullet? Yeah, that'll do it. Most of Tulane's alumni are doctors? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Tulane was a medical school. Interesting. I'm a man. I'm 40. That was 10 years ago. He's 50 now. I'm an old man. I'm 50. T. Boone Pickens is the Jerry Jones of the Big 12. Yeah, well, that's the crazy thing, though, Total Dallas. That's what when the Big 12 shifted, when Texas and OU left, I was like, well, in my mind, I was like, okay, this is now Baylor, Oak State, and TCU's conference. It has to be, because they were already good football programs. I mean, Baylor had a problem, but these are three schools that were already good football programs, but they also have the programs, the cachet, and the money to be able to compete, recruit, and, get good NIL, to get good players with good NIL deals. I don't know what happened, but I mean, Baylor is the best at 4-3. What? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then Dion comes in and shakes it all up. Last year was a dud after a crazy start. But now, despite all the turmoil, 6-1. Yeah, you're right, Total Dallas. Maybe they should have snagged SMU. Shit. But Oak State sitting at the very bottom does not make sense. Because you're right. Whoever said T. Boone Pickens, that's what I thought, is like, oh, that dude, just him alone can bankroll the whole school football team. He could just buy a Big 12 title. I guess not. What up, old man in Seattle? Ironic, since Jera played at Oak State. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Is Pickens alive? I thought so. I don't think he's passed yet. T. Boone Pickens. Yeah. What the fuck? Is he? Let's see. T. Boone Pickens. Oh, well, there you go. No, he's dead. Oh shit, he died on September 11th. Conspiracy. Well, that's why they suck. Yeah. He died on September 11th, 2019. Shit, he's been gone for a while. He died at 91. He was a well-known takeover operator and corporate raider during the 80s. As of November, Pickens had a net worth of $500 million. I thought he was a billionaire. Chaired the hedge fund BP Capital Management. Yeah, for some reason, I thought he was a billionaire. Had a net worth of $500 million. Attended Texas A&M on a basketball scholarship, was cut from the team, lost the scholarship, transferred to Oklahoma A&M, which is now known as Oklahoma State, where he majored in geology. See, A&M, if you'd have just kept him, you'd have had another big-time donor meddling in your business. I mean, not anymore, obviously. He gone. Pickens chaired the Board of Regents at West Texas State University, which is now West Texas A&M. Interesting. Well, there you go. He is done, passed away. Good call. Who said that? Chris Sam Houston. He's dead. That's why they suck. Yeah, no shit. I think Dion got the right coaching staff this year. Yeah, dude, I had a video of Warren Sapp that I deleted. I was like, well, we'll never get to it, so fuck it. But he was like, man, I love this. You're talking about Dion in the Big 12. He was like, I love it. Every day I get up. These guys give me a reason to get up. These kids give me a reason to go to work. They give me a reason. He's like, these kids are my reason, man. They want to watch film. He's like, I got people that come and visit me in Florida. I got professionals that are a block from my house, and they don't call me. They don't come see me. They don't ask for my help. He's like, these kids, every morning, they're texting me, Coach, can we go watch film? Coach, can we go hit the room? Coach, can we go do this? Can we do that? Coach. He's like, man, it gives me a reason. I was like, wow. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. What does that say? John Dorier Raspus? What? Yo, Matthew Mayfield, what up, Mr. Mayfield? Birmingham Bowl, Vanderbilt versus James Madison. What are we doing with this info, sir?
Whoa.
Hey, well, David won. Thank you for the follow, sir. Much appreciated. Matthew, thank you for the follow, sir.
Very nice.
Much appreciated. What are we doing with the info? What are we doing with the Birmingham Bowl? Are we betting on it? Give me Vanderbilt. They will outsmart them. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Amos said Sapp got his degree last spring just to coach this season. Is that true that he had to have a degree to coach? Is that true? At Colorado? Wow, that's crazy. Sapp, let's see. Neither Oak State or OU are bowl eligible this year. That's crazy. I can't remember the last time they both missed a bowl game. Yeah, Heartthrob, that's wild, man. That's pretty crazy. Pretty wild. Pretty crazy. OU, you know what's funny is I remember, especially being an Aggie fan, I remember back in the day when hey,
very nice.
what? Old man of Seattle with the follow. Let's get it. Sir, thank you for the follow, my friend. I remember back in the day. Oh, it's all good, old man. I remember back in the day when the Aggies left the Big 12 and went to the SEC, and everyone laughed and guffawed and giggled and made fun of them. Hell, you'll never make it in the Big 12. It's going to be too difficult. Including OU fans. A lot of OU fans. I mean, Texas fans were the biggest, but there was sure a lot of OU fans that were jumping on that bandwagon too. Well, Sooner wagon. There was a lot of Sooner fans talking a lot of shit. Hey, Sooner fan, how my ass taste? That was my Shaq impression. Yeah. Welcome to the SEC, Sooner fan. How's it feel? Huh? How's it feel? Feels good, huh? Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Not so fun, is it? Mm-hmm. Good luck. Yep. Eamon said, damn, I forgot OU existed. It's easy to forget when they ain't doing shit. And that would be part of it, Total Dallas. Do you know why that they're saying no to OU? Let's assess that, because that's a great point and a great take. Total Dallas said that means Texas kids are finally saying no to Oklahoma and the state as far as going and playing football there. You know why? Because they can stay in state now. They can stay at UT. They can stay at A&M. They can stay at Tech, at Baylor, at TCU, at SMU, and get paid. They don't have to go to OU to try to get exposure and get paid under the table. They can just stay home and get paid. Because now all of those teams that matter, sorry, Big 12 teams, but the Big 2 in this state are both in the same conference now. They're both in the SEC. They're both getting all the eyeballs. So why you don't have to go anywhere? You can honestly get that money and stay in state. You ain't got to go nowhere. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I dig it. I dig it. And I'm glad for it. I'm happy for it. I'm certainly happy for it. I certainly like it. I like it a lot. Cougum. Yeah, Cougum needs to get some more money. They certainly do. Cougum's got to get their shit together, get some more money. Uh-oh, what is this? What in the world is this? I don't know what's happening over here. I am trying to... Where'd my slide go? I want to talk about some other stuff. Because we would be remiss if we do not talk about son of a bitch. Where is it? There we go. I need my slide. We got to talk about two things before we get out of here. They should be offering NIL deals. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Right? Like I'm sure they will. Especially if they're trying to be... No. Rice is not going to do that. That's just not their thing. They'll never do that. That's just not what... That is not why you go to Rice. You go to Rice to play, but you're going to Rice to play so you can also get your education. That's the secondary reason why. But you're not just... I mean, some kids are just going and playing to get the money just so they can take care of their family. I mean, that's the sole reason why they're doing that. It's the sole reason why they're trying to, go to the NFL or play at the next level anywhere. Is they need the money to take care of their families. But if you're going to Rice, you're going because you have aspirations beyond that. So, no. I would say that's part of it. But Rice was also really known. Hood'em, that's funny. Rice was known for a really good baseball program, yes. But, I mean, and that's a fair point. You go to Rice for baseball. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. From a sports perspective, that might be the only sport that you would go to that school for. Baseball. All right, real quick. We got to talk about it. I know. I don't like it either, but it happened. It needs to be discussed because it was disgusting. It was a shit show. I didn't even watch it, but I didn't have to watch it because I wouldn't have watched it. I could have told you. I mean, we talked about it a little bit on this show. We talked about I mean, we looked at, I got fascinated with Tyson as a human being and the story surrounding Mike Tyson coming into this fight. But this fight itself and Jake Paul as a boxer, I've tried to tell people, and you guys, if you know me, if you've watched this show, if you've followed me on Twitter, if you've listened to me on ESPN in the past, if you've, and I'm, by the way, I just want y'all to know, I'm not ignoring you. I'm actually trying to work on some slides that I'm going to be using here in just a minute that I didn't have a chance to finish, but I had to get the show started. But I can do two things at once, I promise. I've told you that Jake Paul was full of shit, that he's not a legit boxer ever since he emerged on the scene. Very few people will listen. Very few people want to listen. But it seems like more and more people are coming around. First of all, it was crazy that Netflix announces that they will be partnering with the NFL. And then as soon as they do, they start having streaming problems. And they're like, well, we're going to be NFL and then blue. And then their shit starts crashing and no one can watch the fight. And so that was a really bad look. It's all buffering and it looked terrible. It was a bad look for Netflix because it shows that while they may be good at providing content, they have not figured out how to live stream yet. Because some of these other platforms do. I mean, Amazon does, Twitch does, and Twitch is Amazon, but Netflix thought they were ready. They weren't ready. They just weren't ready. Spoon said Tyson told Rogan he wasn't worried about Jake doing any damage because he's a horrible boxer. Jake called out Canelo. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. It's also the ISP's fault. They have a limit of bandwidth to allow you to stream. That's not necessarily true, Spoon. I have fiber, and I hate to break this to you, but everything you get is streamed. If you watch Hulu, if you watch Netflix, it's all streaming. It's all streaming. So it's all streaming. This fault was not the fault of the ISPs. This was squarely on the shoulders of Netflix. 1,000%. 1,000%. No, Spoon said, okay, sorry again. I'm wrong, Barry. No, I mean, he said I didn't read anything about it. Well, I mean, okay, maybe you did, but I'm just saying, everybody, because I've watched live events tons. Let me see. Chris said, Spoon, yes, people don't remember that streamers like Netflix, Amazon, etc. pay for bandwidth from ISPs, and ISPs can strangle bandwidth if the streamers don't pay up. Okay, so I thought you were saying on the consumer side. You're saying on Netflix's side. Okay, I stand corrected. Then, yeah, that's different. I thought you meant that all the ISPs were throttling everybody's bandwidth at their houses. And I was like, no, you're suggesting that they were throttling Netflix's bandwidth, which I find interesting. I think I would be interested. Can you send me your source on that? I'd love to read it, because I think, without knowing anything about it, just my IT background for 20 plus years, I would be interested to see and read who is saying what. My guess would be is that Netflix was not prepared. That they did not think that they were not prepared to handle that type of load that the type of traffic and the type of load that their servers, that their routers, and that their equipment was taxed with. Maybe the ISPs did do that, but I don't know. Didn't have any buffering during the undercard. Again, what happens is when people start to log in, you start to overload routers and switches and servers. And then you have bandwidth choking into the router, and it can only stream so many packets at a time. And what happens is when a packet is queued up, that's what buffering is. So you're waiting on the router to send you your packets. And so it's holding them. You're going to get it, but it's trying to get everybody their packets. So it's in the queue, and that's what buffering is. It's waiting. It's not like it gets dropped. That would just be your signal gets cut. It would be like you're not getting a signal. Buffering just means it's waiting. It's an effect of net neutrality being lifted. Netflix open internet rules. Didn't have any buffering during the underground. Netflix. Well, I'll look it up. My point is about the fight. I don't know why I ever doubt Spoon, though. He's like right 99% of the time, but still, it's fun to doubt him. I love you, Spoon. The fight itself, I didn't get to watch it. I was obviously on stage or doing a show. The fact of the matter is, Jake Paul is not a good boxer. If you watch him box, it becomes evident pretty quickly that he would be at best a journeyman, and not even a good journeyman. He would be a mid-level journeyman. Okay. So would he make it as a boxer? Yeah, he would be a boxer, but he wouldn't be like a title contender. He doesn't have that skill set. He doesn't have the footwork. He doesn't have the hand speed. He doesn't have the head movement. He doesn't have, just watching some of his pre-fight videos, watching any of his fights, any of his videos. Just, if you know about the sport, if you know boxing, if you know what a proper punch is supposed to look like, if you know what footwork is supposed to look like, if you know what a proper jab is supposed to look, if you know what these things are supposed to look like, and then you watch Jake Paul do them, then you know his shit is sloppy. You know it's not good. It's not crisp. He's slow. He's not a good boxer. Joe Rose said, from the couple clips I saw, we've seen better fighters on film sessions. Yeah. I've shown you better technique than he has. Maybe not. But the funny thing is that Titan Hugo said he's not even a journeyman. I mean, I said mid-level at best. He wouldn't even be a good journeyman. And then I saw somebody say, man, Tyson looks old. He's fucking old. He's old. And I want to go back. I need to go back when this fight was announced. And again, I didn't get to watch the fight. So for those of you that did, maybe, I don't know if I'm right. Somebody said that when the fight started, before I left Beaumont, somebody had it on their phone. And they said it was like round 3 or round 4. And they were like, Tyson's tired. And I said, let me guess. Jake Paul has been dancing and keeping Tyson at bay, at distance, with his reach and his jab, kind of staying on the outside, not letting Tyson get in close, and just kind of anytime Tyson comes inside, he moves back, he gets away. And he's been doing that for the first 2 or 3 rounds. And now Tyson is exhausted because of it. And now he's starting to box. And somebody goes, yeah, it's kind of what has happened. And I was like, it's exactly what I said would happen. Now, I don't know if they knew that or if they were just agreeing with me to be polite, because sometimes people will just tell you what you want to hear. But I would be curious to see if that is actually what happened, because that's what I said would happen when this fight was made. Because that made the most logical sense, and that was the best chance that Jake Paul would have of actually winning this fight. Because Mike Tyson is fucking old. He might go down as the greatest boxer, or greatest heavyweight of all time, greatest puncher of all time. But when you're that old, and look, people were like, oh, but his pre-fight videos, that's how you know it's a work. That's how you know it's fake. All right, well, first of all, I'm not suggesting that it wasn't bullshit. I'm not suggesting that it wasn't a bogus fight, because everything Jake Paul does is bullshit. But what you also need to understand, what you also need to realize, is that shadow boxing is 7 to 15 seconds long. So when you see a clip of Tyson going, that's 7 to 15 seconds. Anyone can sit there and look like a badass going, for 7 to 15 seconds at a time. And then they walk around. But when you want to do that for 2 minutes straight, for 12 rounds, you're fucking exhausted by round 3 or 4 when you're 58 years old. 2 straight minutes is a lot different than 7 to 12 seconds at a time in bursts. It's a lot different. A whole lot different. So don't let those pre-fight videos fool you. Is he still badass with his hand speed? Oh, yeah. Crazy. What up, Dre? Is his head movement still elite? Yeah. But he's not 38. He's not 28. Hell, he's not 48. He's an old man. He wasn't going to last. Tyson's best opportunity, and I said this, we can go back and find the goddamn show. I said it sitting here in this seat. Tyson's best opportunities was rounds 1 and 2 and maybe 3. maybe 3. That was it. That was it. Once it passed 3, it was done. If he didn't get to Jake Paul, and I said again, Tyson has got to get on the inside. He's got to get inside of Jake Paul's reach, work his body, use those uppercuts and hooks, and he can knock Jake Paul out like that. I don't care how old he is. But he's going to have to get inside and get close to Jake Paul. And Jake Paul's not going to let that happen. He's going to use his length, use his jab, keep him at bay, back up, dance, move, circle out both ways, dance around the fucking ring for 3 or 4 rounds. Tyson's going to get exhausted, and then the rest will be history. A sad, ugly history. Looks like that's what happened, I guess. I don't know. I refuse to go watch it. Now, somebody said they have some respect for Jake Paul because he probably could have knocked Tyson out after he was tired and exhausted and old. That he, could have made it worse. And okay, he probably could have. But I'm not going to respect him for that. He chose to fight a man that was almost 60. He's how old? Half of his age? How old is Jake Paul right now? Jake Paul's 27. 27. He's not even half of Tyson's age. It's more. What's up, Jesus? Jesus, I see you, Barry, sound like a professional trainer. Bro, I'm just telling you, I don't know a lot about a lot of sports. I know combat sports. Now, I know MMA better than I know boxing. But I know boxing. And I know MMA. And I can talk about these sports more than I can talk about football, baseball, and basketball. I know this. And I'm not afraid to say that or ashamed to say that, or I'll put my knowledge up against just about anybody. Now, I don't watch anymore. So I don't know the fighters of today as well. But I know what I see. I know technique. I know the sports. And I know how shit goes. I mean, the gloves were huge. Spoon said the rules were insane. This was not a work per se, but it was a work. 27 versus 58, huge gloves. It was just, come on, man. I'm glad that no one actually had to pay for the fight. I'm glad for that. But here's the takeaway, all right? Here's the takeaway. Was this enough to finally convince the average person to stop watching Jake Paul and these bullshit fights? Was this enough? Was this enough now? Is the average person that's drawn to these bullshit exhibition lollipop fights are you finally now out of the trance where you're like, oh, this is bullshit? How did I not know this was bullshit the entire time? He's been fighting nothing but setup fights. Bullshit fights. In fact, I saw a guy, oh God, I gotta find the video. It was, oh my God, please let me find this. By the way, this interview, did y'all see the interview that Tyson did with that kid? When she was like, what legacy do you want to lead? He was like, legacy, the stupid fuck a bunch of and then this kid was like, what the fuck? That shit was amazing. Where is fuck. Why did I not save it? I'm so mad I didn't save this. This one dude, let me see. English boxing promoter. Eddie Hearn. Oh, that was it. Eddie Hearn talking about Jake Paul in front of Jake Paul. This is the most hilarious fucking video I've ever seen, because he's basically shitting on Jake Paul in front of Jake Paul. And it's all the truth. Let me see. Let's see. Eddie Hearn, Jake Paul. And the best part is, like, he's saying everything I've been telling you. He's saying everything that that we all know to be true. Well, anybody that kind of knows the game, like, I mean, basically everything I've told you. Why is this not coming up? God damn it. Let's see. Can you not search Reels on Instagram? I guess not. Let me see if I can do it this way. Jazzy, she's interviewed him before. She knows Mike's a little special. Oh my God, it was so great. That kid doing the interview, she was great. Oh my God, she was so great. No, not as people. Let me see. Hold on. Eddie Hearn. Jake Paul. Real. God, where is it? I need you guys to see this. It is the fucking best video ever. I'll find it. I may have to find it tonight and I'll play it tomorrow, because yeah, we're over time now. But it's worth a watch, and we'll air. Oh no, that's. Oh yeah. I'll find it tomorrow. I think I found it, but it's gonna take too long, because yeah, this is all way too long. So I'm just hoping that the general public is caught on to his bullshit. I mean, because even in this interview, he tries to excuse who he's fought. He hasn't fought a real boxer. I take that back. He did once, and he lost. He's fought one real boxer, and he lost. That's it. He fought one time. He fought one real boxer, and surprise, surprise, he got his ass whooped. Go figure. Who would have thunk it? He tried to fight a real boxer, and a real boxer didn't take a dive or let him off the hook or get gassed out or any of that bullshit. So, all right, you got Monday Night Football tonight. I was trying to get these slides done for you to look at a comparison of the two teams. Texans Cowboys, it's going down. It is tonight. I don't really have a. Let's see. There it is. ESPN has something we could take a little look-see at before we get out of here. I wanted to have a whole slide thing like I did last time, but I didn't get to finish it. So sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Moose out front. Should have told you. All right, here we go. Texans 6-4. Cowboys 3-6. Texans favored by 7. Matchup predictor says Texans have a 70% chance of winning. Of course, Dak is on IR, so no Dak tonight. Nico Collins is back for the Texans. Okuda is questionable. Blake Fisher is out. Lassiter is questionable. Will Anderson Jr. out. Ugh, that sucks so bad. And Futakasi is out as well. Prescott is on IR. CeeDee Lamb, Zach Martin, and Nick Vigil are all questionable, and Jordan Lewis is out for the Cowboys. I think what you're looking at here, obviously, Cowboys, they're not going at full strength. Although, I mean, the Texans aren't either, with no Stephon Diggs, no Will Anderson Jr. Nonetheless, if the Texans somehow find a way to lose this, they don't deserve to make the playoffs, much less win a division title and make a run. This is I hate to say it, and it seems like it would be a no-brainer, but at this point in the season, given what's happened to this team, this is a must-win. Yeah, I said it. Texans have got to win this game tonight. They've got to. Nico Collins is back. I'm expecting big things from this offense. This Dallas defense, unfortunately, sucks for them, but it's been bad. It's not been a good defense. I had high hopes for this Cowboys defense coming into this season. It's been atrocious. It's been bad. They have given up how many a game? Let me see. Texans are giving up 22 a game on defense, which that's tumbled significantly. Still not as bad as the Cowboys. Cowboys are the second worst defense points allowed in the NFL. Only Carolina is giving up more per game. Cowboys are giving up 28.8 a game. The Texans is put up or shut up. I mean, this is a must win. It's a should win. I don't want to say an easy win because it's the NFL, but this Cowboys offense should not be a threat. With Cooper Rush behind center, they're only scoring 20 a game as is, and that was with Dak. So, I expect the Texans to win. This is a road game. Will it be pretty? Maybe not. Nico Collins coming back. The offense might be a little rusty. But they should cover. Spread is 7. When we did the Laminator 5000, I don't remember what it was, but I do have the Texans picked on that. But, yeah. That's what it should be. Texans should win this one easily. Easily. And that's it. All right. I'll find that video for y'all for tomorrow because it is so brilliant, so beautiful. Hey, man, thank you to everybody that followed today. David won, Matthew Mayfield, and Oh Man in Seattle. Thank you guys for the hype train. Thank you to Toby Z New York. Thank you all for the resubs. Thanks to Sensei Borok for the shout out 3 days ago. No son to worry about, right? Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to sit on the back porch, smoke me a cigar, enjoy this game, and hey, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Barry, it's raining outside. What? It's all right. I said porch. I should have said patio. Nora's going to be mad. I'll sit out there, smoke my little cigar on the patio, and enjoy this game. Shut up, Spoon. Where's the links? I need links. I'm going to prove Spoon wrong. I swear, I'm going to make it my mission. I'm going to come in with an entire PowerPoint presentation just so I can prove Spoon wrong. It's going to be my new mission now. Anytime Spoon's going to be like, hey, everybody, I'm going to be like, you're wrong, Spoon. It's not everybody. It's all people. I love Spoon. He knows I love him. He better know I love him. All right, you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey, in the meantime, do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, dadgummit, love each other. Even Spoon. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Sitting on the porch. Sitting on the damn porch doing dope. I can't find where I read about the ISP. I have Cox Internet, AT&T Cell, and AT&T Cell worked fine. Cox buffered the whole time. No, well, see. Oh, don't start changing the tune now, damn it, Spoon. See? Every time I call him out, and then he's all like, and then he starts backtracking. Dirty son of a gun. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
And he's making a YouTube video.